Hello everyone. I purchased something a couple weeks ago and it finally got here, and well, I don't really know. I don't really know what my obsession is with these things, but I love old vintage designer things. I love just like old things. I mean, come on, I married Dammies. I mean, I just like I love antiquing, and I love finding things that have a history, and I feel like that's the most appealing part of it, is that I love things that I know have a history. Where has this thing been? What has it seen? What parts of the world has it been to? I just feel drawn to very antique things, and this is probably one of the most expensive antiques that I have ever purchased, and I've been wanting one for a really long time. If you watched my designer video that I did like a few months back, which I'll link down below, you'll see some of my designer things that I have. There's just something about the art form and the history of a designer piece for me. It like sparks a fire in me, and I don't really know what that is, but I don't know. It's just an art form and it's history, and those two things put together for me, just like I start to nerd out a lot. And anyway, I digress. With that being said, I purchased this thing a couple weeks ago and it came in. It's from France, and I want to show you guys what it is. So I did open it already. I love getting all of my designer vintage things from a place called Vestiaire Collective. I will put it on the screen for you guys to see. Vestiaire Collective, I've purchased a few designer things off of there, and I have to say, I love Vestiaire Collective. You can find so many beautiful used designer pieces at a fraction of the cost. This I got at a fraction of the cost. Typically this piece would run for about $2,000, and I got it for a fraction, like a few $100s. And it came from France, which this brand is originated in France. It originated in the like late 1800s, early 1900s. And I'm obsessed with this brand, and it just holds a lot of history to it. And these particular pieces from this brand are the pieces that have made this brand such an icon and such. I know. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. You guys are like, Jen, just get to it. I know. Okay. So here it is. This is a original vintage Louis Vuitton like vanity trunk case. My heart is beating so fast right now. Oh my god, I'm obsessed with this. Obsessed. So, if you know anything about Louis Vuitton, I haven't even taken the tag off because I'm like, oh my god, what if I get it and I hate it and I need to send it back? Because you can do returns on Vestiaire Collective as long as it's within a certain time frame. I don't think I'll be sending this one back. I definitely, for, you know, just merely hundreds of dollars, I saved thousands. I love old vintage pieces like this, and when I saw this for like the price, I was like, I'm getting that? Like what? So a little bit about this piece. This piece comes from France. I have to look up the year. I haven't looked at the serial number on it yet. It is an original piece. It has been authenticated. Vestiaire Collective does this amazing thing where you pay like $15 and they'll authenticate it for you. So that's what this tag is. This tag has a name and a barcode on it. This is the Sacs de Voyage Louis Vuitton, and it was inspected by Naomi. So thank you, Naomi. And it is an actual original Louis Vuitton piece. Again, I'm not sure what year it has come from, but you can look up the serial numbers and look up like the histories of them. I have to kind of like get into that a little bit more, but this is an original piece with a beautiful strap. She really isn't damaged. She's got some wear and tear on the bottoms, as you can see, but and on the strap, actually, the understrap here. And it looks like a little bit of wear and tear on the corner flaps here, like the protective corners, but I mean, the corners aren't torn at all, which is like insanity. So that's what those flaps are for. It just unzips here. Now, I don't believe this is the original lock on it. It did not come with a key. I am aware of that. But typically what you would do is these zippers actually zip around. Hold on, actually, let me show you guys. So these zippers actually zip around, and on this lock piece, these zippers have these like really long holes, and they actually go over top of those. You put them on like this, and then you put the lock on to lock the zippers in place. And that's how my other Louis Vuitton luggage pieces are. They're very, they come with the lock and everything. This is not an original Louis Vuitton lock. I'm gonna have to like take it to a locksmith and see if they can open it. Even though it's not an original Louis Vuitton lock, I saw this piece and I'm like, dude, but there's something about that. Like, what happened? Did someone break into it and like break the lock, and then they had to like put a new lock on? Like, obviously you used it to travel a lot, so like where did it go? It was something just appealing about it. And for as old as it is, for it to be in such a decent condition, amazing. So I'm gonna open it up. It has some stains in the bottom, which actually can be cleaned out, but it's actually in really good condition. Top piece even is still in really good condition. It's a little bit loose, and there is a little bit of tear in the inner corners here, but again, all of this canvas can actually be cleaned, and it has a plastic piece at the bottom too, which is really nice. All the pockets are still, and like holders, the elastic holders are all still intact. None of them are ripped, nothing. I'm like, oh my God. Even like the little nails that hold in these canvas pockets here, still all absolutely amazing. And it smells really old, and it smells like just like, oh, it has that like vintage smell to it. And I'm like, so I have been wanting a vintage Louis Vuitton piece for my makeup table to keep all of my like products in, brushes, things like that. I just think it's such a beautiful piece, and I'm like, oh my God, the history. I'm a huge fan of the original like Louis Vuitton monogram. This monogram was actually designed by Louis Vuitton's son in honor of Louis Vuitton. So he actually came up with the letters, the letter logo, and then the diamond with the flower in it, and then the inverted flower, and then the one with the circle in it. He created this monogram in like the early 1900s, and it has been a staple monogram piece, monogram like design ever since. It was absolutely in honor of the original Louis Vuitton, who actually fell in love with woodworking. So Louis Vuitton originally loved to create pieces with wood, and that's where the trunks come from. He started with trunks, and he made the most beautiful wood trunks for the elite of Paris and Europe to all use to go on like cruises around the world and all of their adventures. And they were just like, ugh. Usually trunks, like vintage Louis Vuitton trunks, run anywhere, I've looked them up, run anywhere between $10,000 to $20,000. I've seen some more smaller ones. I think I saw one for about $13,000. Actually, that might have been in pounds because it was over in England, but anyway, but it was around $13,000. These pieces originally were for royalty, very famous elite people to use them on their travels, and they lasted. A lot of them had the monogram, like you'll see the monograms with the like their initials on them, so when they traveled they knew whose belonged to who, things like that. And this piece, like, I just like imagine it like on top of like some lady having her like skincare and makeup and talc powder all inside of it, and having it on top of like her other Louis Vuitton trunks. Like, oh my god, absolutely obsessed with Louis Vuitton, the history of Louis Vuitton. Like, there's just something about that history, that art, that brand that has made it such a staple in the fashion world. And now I have my own little piece of it. This video is not only about the unboxing of the Louis Vuitton trunk, it is about me refinishing this piece. I purchased a few leather good things, refinishing products, and I'm gonna refinish this with you guys. Now, I know, I love like the old vintage look. I love the scuffs, personally. I love the stains. Like, well, stains are kind of weird. Like, if it's like a real bad stain, I'm like, whoa, what is that? But like, I like the wear and tear on these trunks. But I figure if I really wanted, really honestly what it was the strap for me. I just wanted to polish it, to refinish it, and really just kind of give it like a little bit more of a polished look and make sure that it was conditioned and taken care of. Let me guess, the FedEx guy is here. Stop. It's just a squirrel. It's just a squirrel. I know. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. I know. Oh my god. Okay, calm down. Calm down. Oh my god. So anyway, so I really just kind of wanted to recondition the leather and really take care of it and make sure it was polished and smooth. And yeah. Oh my god, I'm about to ruin this John, okay? This John is about to be just, I don't even know. I'm a little nervous. I'm very, very nervous. I wonder if Louis Vuitton will actually watch this video and maybe gift me a new one if I this up. A girl can dream. Let me just real quick go over the products that I got. I got 3 products. I got 3 products from Amazon. I am going to link them down below just in case you guys have any of your own leather goods, leather furniture, leather whatever it is, leather shoes, boots. You can absolutely use these products if they turn out okay, I guess. You can absolutely use these products to recondition your pieces. I got these off of Amazon. The first one is Leather Recoloring Balm. So this is quite literally a coloring balm. So I got the shade, what is it, medium brown? Yes, medium brown. So you can actually use a balm to repaint almost, I guess. I don't know. I haven't opened it yet. I'm doing all of this with you guys first. It does come with like a little sponge. Yeah. Oh, good. Okay. Actually, I had to color match this like online, and I literally, so I'm going to use one of these like corner pieces as a, so Louis Vuitton leather always starts out as a very tan, light beige color leather, and over time it actually ages to this deeper, kind of more camel color, and it's like a reddish tone too, which is freaking gorgeous. And look, so these are the 3 tones that you would want to get for your leather, okay? Or if my camera wants to focus. So those 3, and then when you hold it up to that leather there, it literally matches perfectly. So that one might actually work. And then I got the Leather Honey, which is a leather conditioner. Makes leather last longer, protects and restores no oily residue, water repellent, and non-toxic. So this is the Leather Honey that I got. This one had like 50,000 views, or I'm sorry, reviews on it. I wonder if it has a smell. Like, wouldn't it be crazy if it smelled like leather? Oh no, it does not smell like leather. Oh, that's a little potent. Just a little, nothing crazy, nothing I can't handle. Let's open up this one. Oh, I don't know if I want to open this or not. Cause if I didn't like it, I was like, oh, what am I gonna do if I don't like it and I gotta return it? Although Amazon takes like anything back, so I could probably open it and try it, and if I don't like it, I could probably still return it. So I got those 2 things. I got the Leather Recoloring Balm, the Leather Honey Conditioner, and then I got just a microfiber towel from, or like rag from like Target. This is a Scotch Brite one. All the videos that I watched on redoing a lot of leather, they used microfiber because it's so soft. So I would suggest making sure that you have a microfiber cloth or rag or something to use on your leather. You don't want it to scratch it. You want to, or scuff it. You want to make sure that it's nice and soft so you're buffing it into the leather. So what I'm thinking is actually using the Recoloring Balm on these corner pieces and like here on the zippers, on these corner flaps, the protective flaps, and also possibly on the handle. And then using the honey conditioner on the actual leather monogram just to kind of condition it and shine it up a little bit and just make sure that it's nice and smooth. This is crazy. I can't believe that I got this for like a mere hundreds of dollars. Like, that seems like a lot to a lot of people, and I understand that that's still extremely expensive. I absolutely recognize that. Not everyone needs a Louis Vuitton piece. But for me, I don't see it as a status symbol. I see it as a work of art. Louis Vuitton was literally an artist. His medium was wood, and he created these beautiful, mind-blowing pieces that literally have lasted centuries. That to me is like, oh, mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling that someone has taken something, just a mere piece of wood, and created something that has lasted the test of time. That is what I love about designer pieces. They last for legit ever. Plus, I got this for so cheap, and it typically, a trunk like this is gonna run, I don't know, back in the day when this was probably brand new, it was probably closer to about $2,000. It's probably a little bit more now after COVID or post-COVID. I could always resell this piece once I refinish it and probably make a really decent profit out of it, which is another reason why I love to buy used and good used pieces, not only because I save literally thousands of dollars. I don't feel guilty purchasing them. I can actually, they're somewhat affordable. I can refinish them, post them to places like Vestiaire Collective and resell them for a much higher price and actually make money off of them, and that actually is really good for the environment. Vestiaire Collective is a very much environmentally friendly, kind of like reuse, recycle company. It wants to reuse and recycle the designer pieces out there so that we can all have a piece of this designer world, but also help the planet and just not be like crazy consumers all the time. We don't always need brand new things. I personally think used things, again, have a history. They have more, there's so much more love into them. There's so much more like stories behind them. And I just like, they're conversation pieces to me, and I just, oh, just makes my heart go pitter patter, to be completely honest. You guys do not want to see me feel myself up right now. Okay, so I'm gonna clear this off. I'm going to reset up my camera here, and we are going to test a very small piece of this trunk, probably on the bottom first, because like if I f this up, then I'm gonna be highly upset. And this video will probably never see the light of day. All right, let's go. All right, everyone, so this is the bottom portion of the piece. As you can see, there is some wear and tear and scratches on the bottom pieces, which of course I expected and I personally love. So I am going to very nervously start with probably the honey conditioner first. So this guy, I'm sorry, leather honey. I was gonna say honey conditioner. I have linked everything down below for you guys so you can absolutely purchase this. Everything was extremely affordable, so make sure you go check them out if you have any leather goods that you're looking to refinish. So on the leather honey, they have new leather directions and then used leather directions. The used leather says clean surface with leather honey leather cleaner, allow to dry, follow instructions for new leather, reapply if necessary. And then the new leather says apply a small amount of leather honey to a lint-free application cloth, then thinly coat surface of leather. Use product at or above room temperature. Product may be warmed for easier application. Allow a minimum of 2 hours for absorption, preferably overnight, and wipe off excess. We are going to use our microfiber towel. I'm going to just use a little bit of the corner of it. I'm going to clean the areas with Leather Honey. We're going to let it dry and we're going to come back and see how it looks and see if we need to reapply more to clean and buff it out, and then we're gonna see how this goes. They do also say that a little bit goes a long way, so I'm just gonna put a little bit on the corner of this cloth. Oh my gosh, that was still probably too much. You guys know, if you've been following me for a while, I just go ham with products. I'm just gonna kind of lightly put that into the corner. I'm just gonna try it on here first. And then I'm just going to lightly buff. Okay, so first corner is done. I'm just gonna kind of let that sit. It's definitely a much richer, more shiny, kind of like smoother surface, so that's good. We'll do this guy next. Oh, that's good. Good job, Jen. Look how much shinier it is. Like, it's like so much smoother. It's definitely conditioned everything down and really made it a lot smoother. Oh wow, I can't believe, I wish you guys could like feel this right now. That is absolutely insane. Now, we do have to let it sit, which of course this video is gonna obviously take a while because I have to let it sit for a few hours, but so far, like, I can't believe. You can actually see a color difference too in the conditioner. This is a lot deeper and more rich and just like a lot more kind of like smooth and even, whereas these guys still look a little bit kind of worn and pale. It's just not as rich as the conditioned side, so you can really see the difference there. Okay, so we're gonna let this sit for a few hours. We're gonna come back and we're gonna see how this looks, so definitely stay tuned. All right guys, so it's been a couple of hours and everything still looks really smooth, a lot darker, a lot more conditioned. I'm gonna try to go in with the Leather Recoloring Balm now. It does come with a couple of sponges as well. This, honestly, I am so nervous to use this. This is actually a tinted balm. So as soon as you put it on, like, it's going to color the leather. Probably should have opened this before I started the camera, but that's okay, no big deal. Oh my gosh, look at it. Oh, Lord have mercy. This is going to be messy. Maybe I shouldn't do this over top of it. Put that on the lid for right now. I'm only gonna open it a little bit and I'm just gonna use I'm gonna kind of like pinch this sponge together here and make sure that I just have like a really tiny corner of it. This is extremely stressful. So the instructions for this one says, pre-test on a hidden area first. To work, the damage must be a lighter color than the leather and absorbent. Rub into the leather, wait 10 minutes, then buff with a clean cloth, which I have over here. I'm gonna use a cleaner corner of that. Apply additional coats to achieve a darker color. Once you're happy with the color, apply leather protection cream to protect and maintain. I didn't get the leather protection conditioner. I just got the balm because I'm like so scared of this. I did not want to invest so much into this. Like, I just wanted to recolor. Some of these are a little bit darker, and then some of these, there's scuffs in here that are lighter, especially over here. There's like a lot of lighter pieces. I'm just gonna take a very small amount and I'm just going to, I'm gonna work in this corner. I'm gonna kind of bring you guys in a little bit. Take a clean portion of my microfiber and just kind of lightly rub off. So that filled in all those scuff marks right there. Of course, the darker portions are still gonna be there, but the scuff marks are gone. So I'm gonna do it on this side. As you can see, there's all these like lighter scuff marks here. Just gonna take a very small amount, again, on the just the edge of the sponge. Then I'm gonna take it again, that clean portion of our microfiber cloth, and I'm just going to lightly wipe away. So scuff marks are pretty much gone and kind of concealed. Darker spots are still there, totally fine. Third corner. That one actually looks really good. Really smooth. It really filled in some of those scuff marks. I know, of course, on camera it's not going to look as good as in person, but it really filled in some of those scuff marks there. And then the last portion here, again, just like some of these like lighter scuff marks right here. Okay, just bring you guys back out here, and as you can see, the bottom portions, they look so much smoother, so much more even. Some wear and tear, but honestly, such a rich, beautiful color. I'm actually really impressed with both of these products. I think they are absolutely beautiful. I'm actually just so surprised with how nice that turned out. So the one piece of this trunk that I really wanted to work on was the strap. It's from wear and tear, obviously, picking it up. It is super worn from obviously like the weight of it. It all cracked here. So I really just wanted to polish this up and really just kind of like blend this all in. So we are going to see if this is going to work or not. Actually, for the strap, I think I might try something different. I think I might try the balm first and then go in with the conditioner to seal it in. Neither one of the products says not to like layer on top of one another or to use one first. Now, they are from different companies, but if the balm has a conditioner that they recommend, I already have a conditioner here with the Leather Honey, so I think I might try the balm first on the strap and see how it colors things in, and then let it dry for a little bit, then go in with the Leather Honey and seal it all in and condition it. So let's give this a go. This could really be the pivotal moment in this Louis Vuitton redo here. I'm gonna bring you guys in just a little tiny bit so you can really see the strap. So as you can see, all these cracks from the wear and tear. Now this is the under portion of the strap, so if I screw this up, it's not like you're gonna see it at all. We're gonna give this a go anyway. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh my God. Look at that. It filled in all of the, holy moly. Oh wow. I am pleasantly surprised. I know that there's a little bit of a glare from my ring light, but holy crap, it filled in all of those scuff marks. Taking the lightest amount on this sponge as well. You do not need a lot of product. Oh my God. That is absolutely insane. Holy smokes. So this is the before here. You can see all those cracks. This is the after. Really, really incredible. Look at that. You can actually see the difference. I'm trying to get it without the glare, but it's super light here. And then you can see it kind of all filled in right here. Just gonna finish off this little section. Oh my God, it makes it look so much newer. I feel like the camera doesn't do it justice, but look at that. Oh my God, so beautiful. We love this. I'm gonna turn it around to the other side here. Again, you can see all the lighter cracks here, and you can see where we kind of filled them in. It looks a lot smoother here. Not taking a ton on the sponge. Okay, and then all those light cracks, whoops, are gone. Just gonna take a clean portion of my cloth, wipe off any excess. I'm gonna let this sit and dry for a little bit and see kind of where the color goes. As you can see, it's like a lot more lighter on the outside because we've got those cracks. And then it's that beautiful rich color on the inside. Let's let this sit for a little bit and dry, and then we're going to condition it and see where it goes and how it looks. She's looking pretty good though. All right guys, so it's been another couple of hours and I let this dry. I let the balm dry, and now I wanna go back over it with the Leather Honey to condition it. So I am just going to turn this and take my cloth that I was using with the Leather Honey, and it was this same corner. I just wanna put a little bit of extra on there. And I'm just going to start to condition the under portion of the strap. Okay, so as you can see, it is a lot smoother, a lot shinier, a deeper, darker shade of brown. And I'm just gonna let this absorb in and dry. I personally love that it matches. I am gonna redo these guys just to kind of like fill in some of these scuff areas. But so far, I haven't ruined anything. At least I don't think so. So we will definitely find out. But I'm gonna let this dry. We're gonna go in and finish off the top portion of the strap that you can see, that you'll be able to see. But you can already tell the difference between the unfinished and the finished side. This looks like a much deeper, richer leather. It's shinier, it's softer, and then you still have this side that has a lot of the wear and tear, a lot of like the lighter cracks, which we are gonna fill in and then condition really good so that it matches everything else. So far, so good, guys. Like, I am quite impressed. All right, so I just grabbed a little bit of the coloring balm and I'm gonna do the top portion of the strap here. So as you can see, there's scuffs and light marks all on top of that. And I'm literally just gonna start lightly filling this in. I can even do these sides a little bit. Oh wow, look at that. That is so beautiful. Okay, and I'm just gonna work on these little tabs. Hopefully you guys can see this. It looks so much smoother. It looks like newer leather. It doesn't look all worn. Oh my God, I'm so impressed with this. Okay, so I just closed up the zipper. I'm gonna do this other tab. Now, the tricky part is going to try to get around this trim, this leather trim here, because you don't want to get it on the canvas like material of the zipper. So that is going to be a little bit tricky, but I am definitely going to try my best to do it. I might have to do that off camera with like a paintbrush or something. You can absolutely do it with a sponge. You just really have to kind of pinch it really close. Now I'm just gonna go over the corners where they have like a few scuff marks. And honestly, I might not even go over the entire thing. I might just go over where there's actual scuffs. Just because these top ones are really dark, so I don't want them any darker than the rest of the trunk. I just want to lightly brush this on. I really don't have a lot of product on this sponge. I just have a little bit. Gonna lightly wipe off any excess, if there was any around it. Voila! So I am gonna let this dry a little bit. Oh my God, it looks so much better. Holy crap. I am going to let this sit and dry, and then we're gonna come back and condition it, and then we're gonna see how it looks after. Stay tuned. It's been another couple hours and I let the balm dry. I just want to do the leather honey on top of the balm so that it's nice and conditioned. Just do a very small drop of that. And I'm just going to lightly buff this in with the microfiber washcloth towel thing. All right, everyone, so this is the final product. Oh my God, she's so beautiful. She is so much richer and just smoother, and she looks so good. I never imagined in a million years that this would honestly turn out good at all, but it did. I'm actually obsessed with how it turned out. The darker leather, the balm matched the like aged leather of the Louis Vuitton perfectly. I can't even believe it, honestly. So next steps for this beautiful lady is the getting the lock off, and then I'm going to actually polish up a lot of like the brass slash metal. I don't even know what kind of metal this is, but the zippers and the hardware, I'm gonna kind of polish them up a little bit. They are a tad bit worn, and some of the like nail heads I'm going to definitely try to polish up as well. But for the leather, cannot believe how good it turned out. Oh my god, I highly recommend any kind of like leather products that you have, absolutely get a balm, paint over it, and then condition it really well, because it gives it that nice shiny look. I'm literally, I thought I was really gonna f this one up, and well, I didn't. So go me. All right, so I'm gonna let this cure and dry overnight. I'm gonna see how she looks in the morning, but I have a feeling she'll be looking pretty good. And stay tuned for the next steps for the Louis Vuitton voyage. I'll stop trying to speak French. And yeah, I guess I can take the tag off now, right? Yeah, I can probably take the tag off now. All right, she's staying with me. Thanks so much for watching, guys. You know you can always support me at my Buy Me a Coffee link. And make sure to go follow me on Instagram. I'll be posting lots of before and after photos. And for more... The dogs are coming. Subscribe and like for more. Let me know what you think of the final product, and I will see you guys all later. Bye.